How you guys been? Welcome to the VIP Your Vibe. My whole motive over here is you get your vibe right, you get your mind right, your vibe is gonna become tight, right? So anyway, I know you guys can't see me. We're gonna keep it like that for a while. All right. Yeah, we're gonna keep it like that. It's due to protection of my energy. It's due to a lot of protection. So that's what, because I love going live. I don't care, I mean, how I'm dressed or what I'm looking like. Ouch. Take that earring out. I don't care what I'm looking like. If I have to come on, I'm coming on. So you guys, I haven't been on for a while, so I'm on. So let's talk about some things. For those who subscribe to this channel, welcome everybody. I need to check my messages. I need to go into, because for some reason, if somebody leaves me a message, I have to go into the YouTube studio to look at it, right? For some reason or another. Because when I made this channel, the one thing I didn't do, I didn't put this channel under tarot, so you have to do the I guess tags or whatever. I didn't do that, but anyway, let's get started. So let's talk about um we're going to talk about the principalities real quick, and then I'm gonna come back, and I've been moved to slap some shit, okay, when I come back. But this is what we're going to talk about. For those who see this video on this channel, I want you to take heed to what I'm saying to you, and I want you to go into your research what I'm saying to you. Please do not get caught up, because I'm gonna name this video. You took the bait, but you didn't see the hook. But you took that bait. You didn't see the hook. Everything is a hook. Everything is baitable. Everything is debatable, right? People are setting up baits. People are setting up traps. This whole earth rim is nothing but a soul trap. I hear a lot of talk about, the chosen ones, and you're the one that was chosen. Everybody is a chosen one when you come through this flesh bag as a baby. Follow me. Everybody's a chosen one and a frozen one when you come down in this flesh bag, because a part of our spiritual remembrance, we remember. The contract was we will not remember. So your job is, you have to work yourself back and work your way back to who you are. You have to wake yourself up. You have to resurrect yourself, right? Listen to me good. Listen to me good. Please do not get caught up with this high priestess, this empress, this chosen one. Don't get caught up in that, because there's a lot of confusions. Because they want to infuse you, right? You have to be careful because they're mixing it up. So listen, this is what I'm telling you. Everybody's a chosen one and everybody's a frozen one. If you descended back to this soul trap realm, you have karmic debt to pay, my friend. Okay? So as a baby, when you have babies, babies can't harm you. Babies can't do anything. All they want to do, they want you to feed them, love them, cultivate them, play with them. That's what they want, right? So as we get older, listen good to me, listen good. As we get older, we are presented with that free will that turns wheels, right? That's what we're presented with. So those folks that people are talking about are so demonic and karmic and this and that, and they're not a chosen one. No, they was a chosen one. They decided to take the bait. They didn't see the hook. You on this channel decided not to take the bait because you've seen the hook. Okay? Because we have a lot of talk about frequencies. I'm going to call it wavelengths, right? Waves. So when you under a so-called attack, and this is what we're about to get into. I'm about to read it off my other phone. We're going to get into it. So I'm building up to it. So when we're talking about you being attacked, the Bible always said, I've been speaking about this. And since I've been speaking about this, we have a lot of tarot readers now. They want to talk about principality entities. And what perturbs me and disturbs me, if you're going to spend something off my channel, please get it correct. I can't stand when they mix the tarot up with what I'm talking about, and I got it directly from my father, and I got it from my research. I can't stand that. Literally. Father reminded me of some things that we combined that I even forgot. And I was happy to share that to my channel. And now we have people, on the YouTube that's using that as a spring to their summer. And it was a God honestly given message. It was something I forgot. I don't know everything, but I know things. Okay? Now check me. So he always tell you it's not the people, it's the principality. So if you can create and manifest goodwill, good health, money, like Bill Gates and all that in the computer, woo, 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 right? Then you can manifest your mess. So what happens is the reason some people have entity attachments to them is because they manifest them. How do you manifest them? You open up certain doors that feed. Everything has to be fed, even the dead. Okay? Everything has to be fed for it to grow. Everything. You don't think you might have opened up that door. You might not think you manifested that, but you have to do your research. So what happens is certain principalities are attached to certain people. What happens is those principalities came from they manifesting their mess, the activities they into, the way they think. You have to feed something and focus and be emotional on something for it to come through, for you to have a breakthrough. You have to believe it, you have to get emotional about that to manifest that. Okay? What I'm telling you is don't get caught up in that you so chosen and you so special, because nobody's exempt from being pimped in the game, spiritual game. Because one thing I want to know what came up, I'm trying to figure out how a lot of you tarot readers slapping cards and you guys didn't know you had a Judas kiss in your camp. That baffles me. You guys didn't know you had a Judas kiss in your camp? See, this is what I'm saying. When I say things, when I was slapping, when I say things about the Judas kiss, I wasn't just doing that to be cute. Way, woo, woo, woo. People are not listening. Do you understand what I'm saying? So how you did not know you had a Judas kiss in your camp? I see Judas kiss all day long. Why they think they stringing me along, right? Why they thinking I'm just stringing along to get along, right? I see it. I choose not to engage myself in it. Okay, so let's listen. I'm getting off on something else. Now check this. So you can manifest certain principalities, right? So let me slap something down real quick. No, I'm not slapping. I'm just saying I'm gonna read something real quick. The manifestations. So which principality should we go to first? Let's see here. Okay, let's check out the principality of bondage. There's a spirit of bondage. That's a principality. Now, how you manifest this principality is through your fears, addictions. You see what I'm saying? That's how you attract these entities. Addictions can attract the entity. The spirit of bondage, fears, drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, food, etc. It says fear of death, captivity to Satan, servant of corruption, compulsive sin, bondage to sin. Yeah, if you out here doing a bunch of corruption and disruption, servant of corruption, yeah, you're gonna attract and manifest the spirit of bondage. And it says, what is the roots? The roots are the work of the flesh. Galatians 5:19-21. By their fruits you will know all men. Matthew 7:20. According to Matthew 6:10, 11:12, 12:29, 6:18, 18:18, 28:18, bind the spirit of bondage. Loose liberty spirit of adoption. Okay? We're going to go through these real quick. So are you getting what I'm putting down? The spirit of fear, manifestations. See, this is the manifestation of the spirit of fear. Phobias, heart attacks, torment, horror, fear of men, nightmare terrors, Anxiety and stress. Ain't that something? Anxiety and stress can bring you the spirit, attract that entity that you're feeding that entity. What you're doing, you're feeding these entities, and that's what's attracting to you. So the spirit of fear is a real entity, energy, wavelength, code that you send a signal to through your thoughts that get you caught. Okay, that's why I say get your mind right. You're gonna make your vibe tight, right? Vibe short for vibration. How can they get into your vibe when your mind is right? Okay, because you're not feeding them. Okay, so then we have seducing spirit. There's an entity called seducing spirit. How do you manifest and attract this type of entity? Hypercritical lies, seared by conscience, attractions, fascination by false prophets. Isn't that something? You having a fascination by false prophets, you are attracting the spirit, the principality of seducing spirit. Mm-hmm. That's why I told you this is a soul trap. These things are here. Your free will is either going to seduce you, reduce you, or induce you. You see, I paused on that, like we in church. Think about it. Okay, so nobody, I don't care what they say. Everybody's a chosen one and a frozen one. Everybody has an individual flesh bag. You have to get out this bag. You have to understand your roots and your spiritual roots. You have to understand it. You have to wake up to your origin. Father's going to assist you, but our job is to wake up and shake up, right? So while we're trying to wake up, all at the same time, these certain principalities that we're manifesting in our lives that we want to keep thinking is people. Yeah, the spirits have to use people, but once again, you can't bind it if you're blinded. If you keep talking about people, if you keep saying, oh, I know what you're doing. No, you're blinded. It's blinding you. So you can't bind it. You have to see the shit for where it really is. And most people can't. That's why I always say you can't see the shit down because you shut down. Too much in your ego. She copying me. She's doing this. She's doing that. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, they got a death threat. Okay. So let me do my research and see what principality that is, right? Let me see what enemy that is on you, sister. I'm gonna help you out and I'm gonna bind that shit. It's obvious you blind to the shit. Mm-hmm. Okay. You get your mind right, you're gonna make that vibe tight. You're gonna have somebody coming against you. You're gonna always have an entity or an enemy trying to seduce you, reduce you, and induce you. That's their job. These are the soul trap folks. Everybody's on the same playing field. The only reason why you're seeing some people elevate wisely, mentally, spiritually, because they choosing their free will, but they turning their will. They choosing the right things. A lot of people are not choosing the right things. So if you're not choosing the right things, it don't bring about nothing but things, right? You're not exempt from being spiritually pimped. So the problem is people are losing in the game, right? And they change to the game. It's because they too busy in the energy in the wave code of wanting to know. I have to be the one to know. I got to be the one to tell the know. I got to know what's going to happen next. That means you're not ready for spiritual battle or war because those are not the tools you need to fight this. A lot of you guys still fighting with your hands and cussing people out. What they're going to do? Shit. All you're doing is attracting more principalities. I understand why Father say turn the other cheek. People are baiting people. This is this is the wave is going on. This is the wave, the big wave. People are baiting people because I have to provoke you to yoke you. I can't engage with you. I can't get in the cage with you, and I can't share the stage with you, right? Meaning they can't come up to the vibe that you're on. Okay, So one of the reasons why I stopped slapping like I did was because if you want to know why folks is eavesdropping, if you want to know why folks is in your attached to your energy and this karmic and all that, it's because you're practicing occult practices. Let's talk about the spirit of divination. There's an entity called the spirit of divination. If you're on their vibe, right? If you're on they signal, they're gonna pick up your signal. It's just that simple. If you take your phone to the mountains, you're not on the signal no more, right? So you have to set your mind right to get your vibe tight and get off their signal and close the door. We invite these things in. Don't get it twisted. Mm-hmm. We invite them in. So I was on their cold leaf. I was on their vibe. I was on that frequency, so it was able to slap and see what the hell was going on. I didn't shut all that shit down. Unless you pleading the blood of Jesus and fasting around here and keeping your thoughts right, you're not on my signal no more. You can't even pick up my signal. My signal is not in Terraland at all. Lights out. Okay? So listen. Okay, so we have the spirit, the principality of error. I want to find that principality of divination. But the principality of error, manifestations of the principality of error. Remember, we're dealing with principalities in higher places. Error, unsubmissive. Uh-huh. Do you know unsubmissive will bring you the principality of error? Isn't that something when you see that some women are in relationships, they should be submissive to some of these relationships they in their husbands and they don't, and they end up losing that man because they would not be submissive because they want to be unsubmissive because they're not used to being treated good with respect. No, they don't know nothing about that. That all they want to do is brag to their girlfriends that, oh, he work, he cooks, he does it, and think that's cute, right? But it really makes you mute. That's being unsubmissive. It's not wrong with the man want to be in the kitchen on the grill sometimes, but we all know. Okay, so false doctrines will bring on the spirit of error. Servant of corruption again. Contentions. What does contentions mean? I think contentions mean misinforming people, confusing people, causing strife, rivalry. Being defensive, isn't that something can bring up the spirit of error? And very argumentative. That's why I stay out of arguments. Uh-huh. Because they're bringing the principality of error. Once you set your mind on what you're feeding and what principality you're bringing up, my friends, you'll be able to um, go through these soul traps and make very good vibration decisions. Okay, unteachable, can't teach you shit. How many people we know all over the place, even in your family, is unteachable, unreachable, and unteachable. Okay, that's the principality of error. So you can find that New Age movement. It says bring on the principality of error. So this is in Scripture, Proverbs 14:22. You have John 4:6-2, Peter 3:16-17. Do your research, Timothy. And if you want to look this up, this is the 16 spirits. These are the principalities that Father be talking about. What are the roots, the works of the flesh? Galatians 5:19-21. By their fruits you know all men. Okay. The principality of death. You have a lot of suicide going on, right? The principality, the spirit of death. Isn't that something? Manifestations of this principality is in your situation, in your energy. It's there. You don't have to see it. So you have to say to yourself, what did I feed to attract this principality on my shit, right? The works of the flesh, once again, suicide attempts. Okay, hold on. Okay, what spirit of, okay, wait a minute. It's the spirit of the suicide attempt, spirit of death. Works. Where's the other part to it? Okay. I don't know what happened to the other part of that, you guys. But let's look at the principality of poverty. Okay, wait a minute. Many people below the poverty level are not oppressed by this spirit. It has nothing to do with wealth or lack of it. It's related to greed and fear of loss. This is how you attract this principality of poverty. Isn't that something? Being greedy. Fear of losing your money, fear of losing this, fear of losing that. So you attract the principality of poverty. A spirit of poverty can be defined as a demonic spirit empowered by inequity and sin in the areas of giving and receiving. It operates generally through inequity, therefore, it's a familiar or a family line. It is a familiar or family line spirit. This spirit is related to Bio, the destroyer, described in Psalms 18:14 and Corinthians 6:15. A spirit of poverty is a condition in a person, a people, and or land. Manifestation of the spirit of poverty, laziness. Mm-hmm. That's in Proverbs 6:11. Start there, 10:4, 13:18. Proverbs, greed, Elatius, 5:10, 13, greed. Mm-hmm. Looting, stealing, lack of generosity, concealing sin will bring on this spirit of poverty. Look to the source. It says Deuteronomy 8:17, 18. Okay. Given to the poor, hard work, generosity. All right. Let's go to another principality. Yeah, we're going to break it down since we got Terrell Land talking about principalities. Let's break it down. Yeah, we're going to break it on down. Okay, we have the principality of deaf and dumb. Mm-hmm. What? How do you manifest the principality of deaf and dumb? How you manifest it? Silva, come here. How you manifest the principality of deaf and dumb? Let's see. Let's see what the principality of deaf and dumb. Dumb, mute, crying, uh, crying all the time, drowned, tearing, blindness, mental illness, ear problems, suicidal, foaming at the mouth, seizures, epilepsy. It says, burns, snashing of the teeth, pinning away, prostration. The scriptures is Matthew 19:32-33, 12:22, 15:30, 31. The roots, once again, is the work of the flesh. Yeah, a lot of people have the principality of deaf and the spirit of deaf and dumb spirit. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the top. There's 16 of them. Okay, here we go. We're not gonna read all 16, but I'm just giving you guys something. Okay. The principality of spirit of divination. There he is. Mr. Spirit of Divination, Acts 16:16-18. The how you attract this entity and this enemy. So it kills me when the tarot readers say, "Oh, I'm under attack," and then they want to pray to God. But what happens is you attracted this principality, and I'm gonna be very nice about it. Ooh, let me take a deep breath. People are attacking me. Somebody did a ritual. Somebody did this. Somebody did that. Somebody's in my energy. That's because you're on their signal. I'm gonna start saying signal. You're on their signal. They picking up your signal. That means you have fed the principality of divination to the point where he heard you. You dialed the number. Understand? That's why everything needs to be done with a balance. Okay, so what is the manifestations? Yeah, they kill me with that. Yeah, they refuse. A lot of them refuse to look in them scripts. They refuse to look at why are they under attack. See, tarot has them blinded. They blindsided them. There's a lot of things they didn't see that was happening right there in front of them. Mm-hmm. See. Okay. So manifestations of the principality of divination is fortune telling, soothsayer, warlock, Satanist, witch, Wiccan, Druid, pagan, stargazer, zodiac, horoscopes, rebellion, hypnotist, enchanter, drugs. Somebody's into water witching. Yeah, water witching just came up. Water witching, divination and magic. Scriptures, Acts 16:16-18. Okay, Isaiah 2:6, Exodus 22:18, Isaiah, Deuteronomy, Galatians. Okay, Galatians 5:20, Revelation 9:21. So when Father says don't be a whore, don't whore after it. What does horn after it means? Every day you're looking at it, every day you're slapping on it, every day you can't get rid of it, every day. A lot of them, a lot of the tarot readers didn't. They took the bait and they did not see the hook, and a lot of them really believe that they they took the right deal because they're mixing up, the God, and God said God don't talk to tarot, and He don't talk through tarot. He's not going to talk to you through tarot. He's just not. A lot of people not going to like what I say, but this is why you are attracting these certain type of energies and these up and down emotions. And some people are, right now, there's energies. Folks is just baffling. Folks is just stuck on and just can't get it out of their head. Those are principalities because you ain't shut the door. You invited those principalities in there. Until you shut the door and get off their signal. So, folks believe what they want to believe. But so anyway, yeah, the principality of divination. So I didn't take the hook. I seen the bait the whole time. So they bait them in. They get a good check from YouTube. They getting the whoop-de whoop and wop wop. But they caught in the tube. They took the bait and they don't see the hook. And it's sad. They don't see the hook. Nope. Because they're hooked. Right? Okay. So the familiar spirit. Let's talk about that. The manifestation of the familiar spirit. You're attracting a familiar spirit, necromancy, medium, peeping and muttering, clairvoyant, spiritualists, drugs, passive mind, dreamers, false prophecy. They talk about that in the scriptures, Deuteronomy 8:11, Chronicles 10:13, Samuel 28, Isaiah 8:19, 29. Okay? It also said yoga also will attract the familiar spirit here. The roots is the work of the flesh. Galatians, by the fruits we know all men. When I do my yoga, I always do a Father's Prayer. I don't do none of that chanting and stuff like that. And I don't do any of that. The works of the flesh. Let's see here. All right. So this is how you attract those spirits. So until people get that and stop looking, want to put themselves on pedestals, this is how they are getting people too with this chosen one and all that. Oh yeah, you're a chosen one, all right. And that's all people can think about. And we have children here. I just watched an episode on a little girl, 12 years old, and the mom sat there and broke up with the boyfriend. Who the hell does that? Lead up. If you breaking up with your dude, how the hell you leaving your 12-year-old daughter there? And then they find the baby. He then raped her and then put her, I think, in the freezer. We have things like that going on. We got children being snatched. Folks can't even accept a package nowadays or send your children to the door because you got 7-year-olds being snatched up from the doors and being raped. But we're running around here talking about how protected we are and angels and all that shit. What about them? So tell me, what's the answer for them? What happened to them? Right? What happened? The Michigan State University shooting. That young black lady was a YouTuber. Not only she was a YouTuber, she was a studying pre-med pediatrician. What did she do? When you start to question things and do your research, you're going to get the truth. What did she do? So what makes you so special than her or that baby that was snatched from that porch? Or that 12-year-old that got torched? What makes you so much special? Ask yourself. Or you're going to ask yourself. Because it's a scripture. It says, if you think you're bigger and you think you more than anything, you are sadly mistaken, my friend. It's all about your free will. These people have succumbed to evil. We're all presented with the same shit. Everybody. We're all presented with what? You can prostitute if you want to. You can take drugs if you want to. It's your choice. Did you choose to prostitute? Did you choose to take drugs? Did you choose to murder somebody? No, you did not. You chose not to do those things, right? You chose to try to think right things, right? That's the only difference, folks. They succumbed to it. You didn't succumb to it. I don't care if you did do those things. You didn't let it seduce you and reduce you and induce you. You didn't get caught up in a soul trap. Okay? That's what I'm saying to you guys. You didn't get caught up in the soul trap. Some people. This principality of jealousy. Let's talk about that sucker. I'm so sick of that one. What manifests the principality of jealousy? You guys don't take that shit, people jealousy. Don't take that lightly. Mm-mm. The manifestations, how people attract these principalities through murder. Listen at that. Murder, revenge, spite, anger, rage, jealousy, hatred. Ooh, look at them words. Look at those words. Cruelty, strife, contention. We talked about contention already. Rivalry. Contention means I think it's rivalry, causing confusion, resentment, competition. Look at that. Look at that. How you look. You got some people just always in competition of people, and they don't know they're going to attract, or they have attracted the principality of the spirit of jealousy. And once one get a hold to you, here come the other holds. Okay. You have a principality, the strong man hold, which they're talking about. It's the strong man hold. It's a principality. He intercedes your prayers, and he has a bunch of other demons. Mm-hmm. Yeah, depending on what you're feeding, right? So, causes divisions, envy. Scriptures: Genesis 4:4, 6, 37, 3:48, Proverbs 6:34, my friends. Theologians 4/3, Song of Solomon. The roots, once again, is the work of the flesh. You remember that lion spirit? You got a lot of people that lie. Oh my goodness. Ooh-wee. I can see folks is exaggerating out our conversation. I can see you getting the conversation mixed up or wrong. Just lying for no reason. I'm gonna do a topic about that. We're gonna talk about it too. I'm real sick of these. I'm really sick of women. Our older women. Y'all just need to quit. Y'all need to check y'all principalities. You need to do an inventory check, spiritual inventory check, not a purse inventory check, not checking for your check, not your eyelash check. You need to do a spiritual inventory check. Okay. Lying spirit, manifestation of the lying spirit, strong deceptions, flattery, superstitions. That's how you attract the lying spirit. Religious bondages, false prophecy. What does it say? Accusations, slandering people, gossip, mm-hmm, false teachers, and lies. Now, this principality is a strong principality. This principality of I see that on a lot of people. Yeah. Do you know gossiping? Gossip, just gossiping and slandering people can bring about this entity, this demon. You invite these things in, my friends. Yeah. Accusations, lying. Like this morning, it's like superstition. Like this morning, it's so funny. I've been seeing some ravens, but I thought I was seeing some crows. But anyway, this was a crow this morning, and the crow was making a sound that I never heard before. It was like a clicking sound, and he was sitting up there just clicking, like just click, 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 click. So I looked it up on Google. I said, "What does it mean when the crow make the clicking sound?" And it was so funny, because I'm not superstitious. See, that she was making that clicking sound because she was fussing and calling her babies, talking to her kids. Because I heard another crow clicking from somewhere else. It was an intimate. It was a correction. Now most people just say, "Oh, she seen the crow. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what that mean? You know what that mean?" I'm telling you, manifest what you believe in. I had to look it up. I said, "I never heard you do that before." The clicking sound. Okay, so I looked that up. So that's what I'm saying. That's superstition, right? Okay, flattery, accusations. See, you people don't know you bring about these principalities and these entities in high places to yourselves by gossiping, slandering people. Cut that off. Yeah, flattery, superstition. Yeah. Okay. Now there's a principality of the perverse spirit. Check him out. Check his jacket, his background. Okay, how you manifest this perverse spirit? Broken spirit, evil actions, uh, atheist, abortion, child abuse, filthy mind. That's how you attract this spirit. Doctrine, error, sex perversions. This is how you attract this spirit. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know why they do some of the crazy sex things they do and the crazy sex acts they do. It's because you that track, you didn't did it so much and you fed it so much and you gave it meat and potatoes and fixed the casseroles, baby, and pot pies and grilled it shrimp and all that to the point where he heard you. This entity heard you. You rang his phone. You was on his signal, so he came to sit down in your house. Mm-hmm. The word of foolishness, talking foolish, chronic worrier, always worry. Isn't that something? You can bring about a perverse spirit by always worrying about something, worrying somebody seeing you, worrying watching you. That's why I tell you to cut that wondering, watching, and waiting energy off. I speak about that for real. I've been talking energy ever since I opened up my mouth. I just didn't start talking about frequencies of energy because it's a trend and it's changing and arranging. You really need to look into that. Okay? Incest. Mm-hmm. People that got that incest going on, that's the principality of the perverse spirit on them. Demons. Watching what is it? Pornographic? Yeah, porno. You didn't attracted that a perverse spirit. Mm-hmm. Proverbs 122, 2, 12, 14, 12. You guys can look it up. Exodus 20, 13, 21, and 22, 25. Timothy 6, 4, 5, my friend. Yeah. One more and we're gone. Okay, one more. I'm going to do one more. The principality of haughtiness. Check him out. Okay. Principality of haughtiness. There's also, before I forget, is the seven sisters of deception from Solomon. A couple of them name is strife. What is their other name? Their real name is strife and deception. Energy. We will talk about that at a later date. The seven sisters of deception. Okay. Spirit of haughtiness. Being arrogant. Isn't that something how you can track an evil spirit to you? So when you hear people tell you, oh, they conjuring up this or they conjured up a spirit for you, get up out of here with that. Ain't nobody powerful in this realm to conjure up any kind of demonic spirit. If that's the case, then hell, we would have got one. Why did they have to shoot the presidents? Why, then you don't have to touch. You don't have to touch them suckers, right? When we had all that shit going on in I forgot that man's name. I'm talking about the Arabics. He was over there killing all them people. If that we had to send, we lost so many troops and military and lost so many of our brothers and sisters over in that war. If that's the case, if a MF can conjure up a damn demon for somebody, then why in the hell did they get rid of that shit? If that's the case, y'all gotta watch what y'all believe in. Nobody knows. I don't care who they are. Nobody knows what goes on the spiritual realm. Nobody knows what the war is. Nobody knows that. You got a lot of masters on these channels. This master is presenting themselves as masters of peace, spirit said, but they really a master in pieces. Thank God he's still giving you the master part. Master in pieces. Okay? Because they stand so focused on in the knowing. Oh, I have to get this out. You so much in the knowing, you're missing, you're forgetting. I think people think because they do tarot or they're a prophet, whatever, you're forgetting. You still got your own baby bag. You still got a tag. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're thinking or drinking. This will never stop. Never until you close your eyes. This will never stop. You have to keep evolving. You have to stay off of they signal. You guys are on their signals. This is why you being having these thoughts. This is why you having up and down days. This is why you being emotional. This is why you being more what is it called? Worried about this and that because of the simple fact you're still on their signal. And they're able to send you their signal and send you more lotion, more body wash for you to wash your spirit in. You're the one letting them in. But y'all want to listen to people telling you, oh, they're attacking you and they ain't going to get away with this and they doing this. But have you asked yourself the question, well, how the hell are they doing it? Are you on the signal? Whether you're doing tarot or you watching tarot, if they're in your signal, you're doing too much of it. Fall back and watch what happens. Like I said, my signal is not in tarot. Nowhere, no shape, no re. Shut down the signal. Okay, so the spirit of haughtiness, and we're gonna end this video. Listen here, being arrogant. Okay, can attract that sucker. Smug, pride, idleness. Idle conversation. Just doing nothing all day. Let me say hi to my mama. Hold on. Hey, mama. Who? It's little Michael's birthday? Did he call you? Okay. All right, you guys, let's get this started. Let's go back here. Being self-righteous. Yeah. Being self-righteous can attract the spirit of haughtiness, that demon. Isn't that something? Rebellion, being scornful, strife, rejection of God. 1 Samuel 15:23, Samuel 22:8, Proverbs 122:334, 6:16, 17. I know this shit. Father gave it to me. And then I researched and looked it up. Like I'm giving it to you. So I noticed somebody is on my channel that is going through this. Look it up, see for what it is, buying the shit, and get off their signal, my friend. You're on their signal. So I don't know if you're going to tarot readings. I don't know if you're doing tarot readings, baby. You're on the signal. You're going to keep having this problem being on the signal. Get out your ego, okay? Because a lot of people are in their ego. Oh, they just want my energy. No, it ain't people who want your energy. It's the principalities that want your energy. They're trying to keep you from waking up. They're trying to keep you from, a lot of people right now on YouTube is at risk of ascending, especially Libras. You're at risk of not ascending, my friend. I don't care what somebody's doing to you. You cannot engage your thoughts in that rage, your thoughts. If you found out your bestie did something to you, you cannot. So what happens is they're trying to provoke you and engage you into going to war with your anger. It don't have to be physical, my friend, because the more angry you get, the more shit and shit you talking, you're going to attract more of their demons and more of their warriors. Our Father cannot protect you. Archangel Michael cannot protect you if you're on the freaking signal. You're overworking them. So until you come back on this side to the signal, they can help you. But once you cross enemy lines, and a lot of you guys have crossed enemy lines, and then you want to, then you want to call on Archangel Michael for what? They ain't coming over there. You on a signal. They Archangel Michael and Father can't even hear you because you're not, because they intercepting your signal, and they disconnecting it and plugging it into their ass. And all the same time, you're just going around and around trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Oh, they jealous. Oh, they this. No, baby, you on the signal. Okay? So check your spiritual inventory, babe. I'm talking to somebody. I'm going to give y'all one more, then we out of here. That's principality, spirit of heaviness. Okay, there's a principality of heaviness, right? Excessive mourning. Ain't that something? Excessive mourning can bring about the principality of that demon, spirit of heaviness. Ain't that some shit? Sorrow, grief, insomnia, just having insomnia, self-pity, rejection, brokenhearted, despair, dejection, hopelessness, depression, suicidal thoughts, inner hurts, torn spirit. Okay? It's about tearing your spirit up, my friends. Heaviness. Go to Isaiah 61:3, Luke 4:18, Nehemiah 2:2, Proverbs 15:13, Psalm 69:20, Proverbs 12:18. If you guys experience this, go ahead and research this spirit. Go ahead, you have to do your homework on these principalities. Okay? You have to see what doors you have open, what you have provoked yourself and yoked yourself to, so you can bind their ass, right? So you can close your doors, my friend. Okay? Right? One more. I got to do this one. The spirit of whoredom. Whore. Y'all didn't know that. There's an entity, an enemy. There's an entity, a real entity that's a spirit of whore. How you attract that? Being unfaithful. All these folks cheating in their relationships. Mm-hmm. You're attracting a demon. Unfaithfulness, you're attracting that principality in higher places. The Father's talking about you on that signal. So you see how you talk to him? You be on that signal. Now you see what you digging what I'm putting down? You on that signal. Unfaithfulness, adultery, mm-hmm. Spirit, soul, or body. Adultery. Adultery messes up your spirit, soul, and your body. Prostitution. Chronic dissatisfaction with your relationships. Love of money can attract this spirit. Fornication. Idolatry. Excessive appetite. Worldliness. Scriptures, Ezekiel 16:15-28, Proverbs 5:1-14, Galatians 5:19, you guys. All right. So this is for my channel over here. You guys are dealing with these spirits. Go ahead and looking up. Okay. Go on and look them up. Research it. That's what when I go to my Bible, I go to my Bible for war. Literally, I forgot about you combining these spirits. I forgot. And like Father told me, you're on the signal. I want you off their signal. I had to come back across the lines. Because when you do too much of anything, that's not good, my friend. You feel me? All right. So you guys, that's it. So I hope that can help some people over here. And I don't know. We can keep a balance. I may slap. Let me see. We may slap some. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about it. But anyway, you guys, take care. But seriously, get off them labels and cables, man. Just come off them suckers. Wait a minute, before I leave, did y'all hear about the pastor that died from trying to fast for 40 days and 40 nights? See, that's kind of stuff. Our bodies ain't built like that, my friend. Trying to fast for 40 days and 40 nights. He died. It's a lot of stuff going on in this world. So don't put yourself in a box where you think that you can't be touched. Everything can be touched. All right? So you have to stop fighting with the flesh as far as looking at that person or they doing this and they doing that, and you're reaching, but you're not getting it. You have to flip your mind to that principality. He says it all the time. Okay, in higher places. If one demon can attract to you, then you got all of them. Okay, so that's it for that, you guys. So take care of yourselves, and I may be back. I'll be back. Have a good one.